Hi, everyone, and thanks for
Hello.
tuning in
All right,
to this exclusive
I'm ready to prompt for the first time, so give me a second.
YouTube show. It's fine. I got this almost memorized.
Okay.
Our teleprompter pedal, in case you're wondering, we control it. And
Yes.
Donny, usually I run it. Amanda, Salinas over here. But Donny's got control.
I know. Usually, everyone else who's much more experienced at this is going to do it. But, you know, we give it a try.
Hey,
Everyone might be a
all
little
right.
stilted
So
reading
fine.
today.
Next up, I'm just going to blame you. Okay, good. That makes use.
All right, I am Jane, followed by Donny here, and Amanda, and meteorologist Zack Shields.
And, you know, our roundup, we're always talking about some of the segments that you may have missed from our morning show. But first, Zach's going to take it away with some weather videos, starting out with, you know, there's some heat relief finally, but it wasn't just for us here in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for weather around the world.
Yeah.
All right, we had Tropical Storm Harold this week. It broke a weeks-long dry spell in the Houston metro area. The National Weather Service says its office there had not observed any measurable rain since July 28th. Joined the club. The area was experiencing extreme drought conditions. This footage is from Dickinson, Texas.
So they had a longer one. No, we had about the same amount of no rain here, too, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. What was it? 30 days.
Okay.
So longer.
Ours was longer.
And then the first time in 60 days, we picked up 1/10 of an inch.
Yeah.
So we were way overdue for some rain. Finally gets some cooling showers, kept us below 100 for the first time in 45 days, but we could use a lot more.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right, another dry spell ended. This one in Phoenix. Footage shows lightning streaking across the skies. The National Weather Service says the city received 0.02 inches of rain. That was enough to end the Phoenix 147-day dry spell. Okay, that's a long dry spell.
us.
Wow. A lot longer than 30 days.
That's
147.
almost half.
Yeah.
That's almost 6 months.
That's why I can't be a meteorologist in Phoenix.
Can you imagine trying to
Same old
every day for
Every day.
147 days
Yes.
going, no rain, everyone.
I think the last time it rained, I was there for spring break. For spring break. All right, let's go to California, where Tropical Storm Hillary brought record rainfall, resulting in historic flooding. Satellite images, captured by Maxar show flooded roadways and full riverbeds in Palm Springs, Cathedral City, and Thousand Palms. Officials say the area got more than 4 inches of rain in what is usually a very arid region. State of emergency was declared due to the flood damage. They had more rain in Southern California in 24 hours than we've seen all summer long. Death Valley, which is known for some of the hottest air in America, they got 2 inches of rain. That's still more rain than we've seen here in Central Texas.
Well, those images
That's
are
impressive.
crazy to see,
Yeah.
like what it looks like, and then all the mud and, you know.
Yeah, after all the record
over.
snowfall in the winter, now the rain from a tropical system. That was the first time they were under a tropical storm warning in LA.
In like
Yeah, a long
84
time.
years
Yeah,
for the
long
entire state
time.
of California.
Who had that on the weather bingo card
Not me,
this
that's
year?
for sure.
LA being under a tropical storm warning. All right, let's go to Canada, where they continue to deal with wildfires. We're talking about hundreds of wildfires still ongoing up there. Take a look at this. Captured by the fire service in British Columbia, which shows what they say is a fire whirl spinning over a lake, a firenado. Officials say the rare phenomenon is a result of a combo of high fire intensity, strong winds, and air mass instability. Fire has burned more than 18,000 acres.
I had never seen anything like this before.
Wow.
It was some crazy video,
Yeah.
I thought. So you can see
That
kind
is,
of
yeah.
the flames and the, I don't know, it's so
So
big.
dangerous.
That's huge.
Yeah.
All right, another unique weather phenomenon was seen in British Columbia as a wildfire burns in a different area of the Canadian province. This footage shows a pyrocumulonimbus cloud formation. You're thinking, okay, that's a supercell, large severe storm. No, those clouds were formed by a huge wildfire. The heating of the day, or the heating from the fire, produces its own clouds on top of the fire.
Of the day
No,
produces.
the heating of the fire, I should say.
Okay.
Heating of the fire.
Look how
All
wild
the
that
heat.
is.
Yeah.
It looks like an
Wow.
explosion
It
almost,
does
as
look
I was
like
telling
That
Zach earlier.
just shows you how massive that fire is.
Yeah.
You can see the clouds from that fire.
That's all like
All the way from
smoke fire.
space.
Now,
is like pretty
are,
much, right?
are these clouds made out of smoke, or is it
No,
an
it's
actual cloud
Yes.
with moisture? Wow.
the heat from the fire, because usually here in Central Texas in the summertime, usually not this year, but the heat in the day will allow those clouds to bubble up into thunderstorms. Well, they're getting so much heat from these fires, it's setting off its own clouds. And then sometimes those clouds can turn into storms, and then you have lightning. That just shows you the intensity of that fire and how massive it is. All right, let's finish up with a happier sight, a double rainbow. all at once. Ooh.
Love it.
This one was
Sorry.
captured.
Ooh, sorry, I missed that one.
Okay, you're concentrating.
I know.
This was in Summit County Library in Frisco, Colorado.
Yeah.
So
I love a double
everybody
rainbow.
reading books in the
Beautiful.
library went outside to check out the double rainbow.
So pretty.
Love it.
Reading rainbow. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that? You didn't mess up? Was it my fault, right?
No.
No, you
Okay.
did well. Great job.
Oh, well, we're only about, what, a
Man,
quarter
I
of the
should have
way?
messed up and blamed it on you, Donnie.
Still got a long ways to go, guys.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
For the latest keeping score, Adelie and Libby headed out to Ninja Nation Austin, which is a ninja-style obstacle course for people of all ages. There's zip lines, floating bridges, and of course, the warped wall. One of the camp counselors has even competed on the show, American Ninja Warrior.
Good pedigree, so you know you're learning from the best.
Right,
That's what I'm
learning from the
looking at.
pros. In the end, Libby came out with another win and is now inching closer to tying up the competition.
Ooh.
The current score is Libby 33 and Adelie 35.
Yeah, so I started out some of the video. You can kind of see them. Adelie was doing all right, but I mean, Libby was a lot better. And I feel like lately, Libby has picked competitions that are a little bit leaning towards more her skill level.
Okay.
You know, because like jumping over things and not that Adelie can't do that stuff, but it
Well-
just seems like Libby's a little bit more. I mean, look at that.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
Libby was a cheerleader.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I can see that.
Well,
I can see that.
beyond being a cheerleader, she was a gymnast.
Yes. So you know, there.
This would make sense. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
Nailed it.
Adelie was not a gymnast.
She was definitely this part. I was like really impressed
my
with
God,
Libby with because Adelie's so much taller than Libby, so I'm like she should have been able to like get up pretty high, you know, is what I think when you try to climb up that,
Yeah.
you know. But Libby's like so short. But look at her.
Whoa.
She
Maybe
got
it was
pretty
her
high,
shoes,
too.
though. It gripped the glass.
Yeah, but you think like I would think you, Zach, if you jumped into the middle of that. Well, I don't know if they. I mean, it
But
doesn't.
I think it's the way she jumped. She propelled herself up
Yeah.
and had a good landing.
Libby was declared the winner.
I
Yeah.
would have pulled something.
So here's her on the warp wall, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
hard to get up.
this is the best part though.
Oh,
is
no.
when she
Oh,
can't
no.
quite. and then
Wait,
she
wait
just
for it,
kinda-
wait for it. Oops.
She said that really hurt.
Ow.
I
Yeah,
asked
and
her
Adelie
later,
made
she said-
sure that was in the video.
Yeah, she said it really hurt.
If you
so.
if you hear the audio, Adelie's like, oh
Yeah.
one
Oh,
more
yeah.
Yeah, that looked fun though. We should
I
all
bet they
try
were sore
sometime.
for a couple days
Oh, I
after
bet.
that. Man.
It's a lot of upper body, a lot
For
of like
sure,
running
muscles
around.
that you might not
a lot of core.
necessarily use.
Gotta train for
We
that.
should try. We should do like a good day competition. You know,
I don't-
anchor
I
We keep
competition.
saying this
I
and
think
we
this
never
is
do
fun.
it, Donnie.
All right.
Do it.
Great
I'll
idea, but
plan
let's
it.
execute
I'll
it.
plan it.
Because
I want to include myself,
because
but
we're
y'all
doing
do
a
it.
roundup. That's
No,
why.
you should include yourself. You should be part of
All
it.
right, we'll see.
You are part of Good
We'll see how it goes.
Donnie, you're part of our family, okay? Don't
thank
forget that.
Thank you. All right. Well, one of the restaurants in the Tatsuya family joined us in studio over the weekend to show off some of its specialties. Tiki Tatsuya. Have you guys been yet?
No.
I haven't been either. I
And
really
need
want to
try
go. It looks so fun. Came by to make some Hawaiian-style poke and made one of their signature drinks, the Tropical Itch Cocktail. I never heard of it, but apparently it was created by a Hawaiian bartender who also invented the Blue Hawaiian.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So that guy knew what he was
Funny
doing.
story
yeah.
there.
The Tropical Itch has passion fruit, or at least their version, has passion fruit, lemon juice, rum, and more.
What's the more?
I don't know. It's a bunch of ingredients. I'm putting in
It's really fun. There you go.
Tiki Tatsuya was here over the weekend because they were one of the dozens of restaurants participating in the Dine with Maui fundraiser, which raised money for those affected by the wildfires there. I think it raised like
I just-
80,000 or.
Whoa.
Yeah, yesterday being Wednesday, I read the first count was 51,000 and it was going up.
Yeah, I think they like
job.
with just regular donations
Yes.
and then everything like that. So that was pretty awesome that they did that, and I think they said they're going to try to do some more things hopefully like in the
great.
next few weeks. But yeah, Tiki Tatsuya is like really popular. I know it's hard to get reservations there.
Tiara's done stories
She's
in there
done a few
before,
stories there before,
and
yeah.
it looks like a little
They have all
like
those
a Hawaiian
fun tiki
grotto.
drinks. Yeah, it's like all they have smoke coming out
Oh,
of
I
it and
know.
things. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, I'm putting that on the list after we go ninja warrioring.
We can
That-
celebrate with a
Warrioring?
cocktail.
Yeah,
That
we'll celebrate it.
that
Tiki.
list is a whole notebook.
It's basically
now.
every roundup. We
Yes,
just
I
said,
know.
yeah, so yeah.
I need to take Julie to that place.
Yeah, a little date night.
This is our first trip to Hawaii. We went to a resort. She fell in love with the blue wine.
Yeah.
So she's at the pool, ordering them all the time.
Yeah.
At the end of our trip, I get the bill. She had a lot of them. So that bill was more than our food bill. She loved them so much.
But she enjoyed herself.
Hey, way to
Yeah.
rebate.
Yeah, you did a great time.
As we enter festival season, we got some concert etiquette advice from our etiquette expert, Diane Gottsman. Diane answered questions like, What do your seatmates dislike the most? She advised to stay in your own seat.
Makes sense. Don't sit on people's laps.
No.
Yeah.
Also, don't sing in people's ears obnoxiously, and remember to pay attention to personal etiquette. Brush your teeth before you go. What about standing? She says if everyone is standing, that's okay, but be aware of those around you. And Diane stresses don't toss things and don't switch seats unless you know the person is gone.
Yeah. I think we came up with this topic because of all the stuff that's been going on.
Where's this at?
Concerts.
And a
Oh,
concert.
concerts.
Yes.
Okay, I was like, movie theater? What?
Yeah, because I think it came up because of all the stuff that's happening at concerts. You know, like
Oh,
Miranda
yeah.
Lambert
Yeah,
has
water
those
bottles
people.
being thrown.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
so apparently,
Just don't do that.
I think
Yeah,
Diane
not
mentioned it,
cool.
which I didn't even realize when they were talking about the people throwing the cell phones. It was because they were hoping they would take a selfie with it and then
Yes.
toss it back to them.
Yeah, 'cause that's
How are they
more-
going to know who threw the phone?
Whose phone is this?
Whose is that? Here,
Well,
just
and how are they going
They
to
had too
open
many
the phone
blue
too
Hawaiians
if it's
Yeah.
snake during that.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I thought some of it was pretty interesting advice, just because like the standing one was interesting because that is always a thing that I try to figure out. Like, is it okay to stand? Especially
Yeah,
when you're
I
in the
think it
seat
just depends.
area.
If everyone's standing, I think it's probably.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're like,
That's
I should be standing for the song. I don't want to be sitting, you know? Then you kind
Just
of, do you
stand.
want to lead the charge or just kind of
yeah.
sit?
Like the wave at a
Yeah.
baseball game. Or
Well, as
something.
soon as the
Everybody
band
stands.
comes out, I mean, at least at the last concert I went to, as soon as the band came out, everybody
Yeah.
stood up.
Yeah.
That's true. If
Yeah.
everyone
Everybody.
stands up, I'm sorry for the people behind me, but I'm standing up.
Always
'cause I
seems
can't
like if you're closer to the stage, expect to stand.
Sure.
Sure.
If you're farther back,
Yeah.
You'll
I
have
think.
to-
I bet it's hard for you
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
because when you stand, people behind you probably.
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
I'm the short person
Right.
behind Zach.
So would you complain if someone like
No.
So
that?
you're on your husband's shoulders.
No, poor guy. No
Everyone's
way.
just kind of left. and
No,
right.
but the last concert I went to was the Maná concert in San Antonio, and I brought my Mexican flag because
And you were on
they
his
always
shoulders, weren't you?
no, the guy in front of me, he was really tall, as tall as you, and he said here, I'll hold it up, and he did, he held it up.
Oh, that was
and
nice.
then they got the
And then the
video.
people behind the both of you
Did
were
they
really
see-
mad. It's like a tall guy, and now he's holding
Down
a
in
flag, just blocking half the screen.
Yeah, so I mean,
Fun.
we were all standing, having fun.
Yeah. No, concerts are always fun, no matter what. So,
Oh, yeah.
You know, I feel like
Great
you just kind of have to feel the vibe of the
Well,
people around
and
you. You know.
and I mean, sometimes you're paying a whole lot of money for
Yeah.
this.
You should enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Yes.
All right, well, speaking of paying a whole lot of money, it's not cheap to go to the movies nowadays, but guess what? On August 27th, you'll be able to get tickets like it's the 90s or even the 80s. It's National Cinema Day, and more than 3,000 theaters are participating. All tickets and all shows at those theaters were only $4. We spoke to the Cinema Foundation, who said last year's inaugural event had more than 8 million participants, and organizers say it's a great way to experience movies on the big screen.
That's crazy. And he said it was all movies. So it's not like movies that have been out for a while or
for real?
everything. So you can
Right,
see.
but it has to be participating theaters.
So the 27th is
Sunday.
Sunday.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's
because
on a
we're recording
weekend.
this on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So, yes, Sunday, get your
That's
tickets.
This Sunday?
Yes,
Yeah,
this
this
Sunday. And he was saying, good idea to like, if you can, book them in advance.
Oh,
Because he
yes.
said tickets really sell out
But
really
not all
fast.
the theaters are doing it.
Not all.
You,
There's
you've
like
got to go to the
participating
website for
theaters.
participating
Okay, gotcha.
theaters.
But
See a
if they
movie
have
this
like
Sunday.
IMAX, if they have like the three, you know, they're all $4.
And you know the IMAX is like $20, if
Yeah.
not more,
yeah,
for
yeah.
a ticket. Last time, I mean, it's been.
I'll take you to the theater.
Oh, no, Zach. All right. What are we gonna see?
I don't know.
All right. Meg 2?
I've already seen it.
Ah,
I've seen it again. The guilty
In
pleasure of
IMAX?
mine.
That would be wild.
I know that would be pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Fans of The Office and Anchorman got a chance to see one of the stars of both of those in Austin recently at Cap City Comedy Club. David Ketcher joined us in studio along with Rob Mayer to talk about their show, and also David shared some stories about filming the show and the movie. This guy was so classy.
And so nice. So nice.
nice.
Remember he came in and shook hands with
He
everybody?
shook hands with
everybody.
everybody.
Yes.
He introduced himself. He was the classiest, kindest gentleman.
Yes.
That one of the kindest. And
I mean,
classiest
usually
on
the guests
show.
are like 100%.
No, but
this,
He goes
but David
out of
was
his way.
above
David
and
was
beyond. So
above
nice.
and beyond.
And a couple of my friends actually went to their show and they said it was really funny.
Funny guy.
Yeah.
He even
So-
took a picture with our pet of the week.
I know.
Sure did, yeah.
Yeah.
And he stuck around and did trending with
I
us.
know, and
How neat was
we
that?
asked him at the last second. It was he was
Sure.
just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're, Casey said he's more of a fan of his from Anchorman. Are you guys more Anchorman or Office? I'm more of an Office guy,
I would say
think.
I love both.
I know,
so
I
much.
love
It's
both
hard to
too, and
say.
I know it's like a TV show and a movie, so it's hard to
Yeah.
compare, but
Was he on The Office late?
he was on, no, he was on the beginning
Todd
season.
Packer.
Todd Packer.
Todd Packer?
I think he kind of showed up a few times during the
Okay.
later
Yeah, I
seasons
remember
too, but he was
Office.
more of a thing in the beginning. because he had sort of that, was it more of like a rivalry with Steve Carell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I realized when I was writing that it could have been
It's been
Steve
a while
Carell we were
since I've
talking
seen
about.
Yeah, but he's doing a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So, but he tries to get back home for the weekends because he's got a big
see his
family.
kids.
Yeah.
See his
Yeah.
kids. But he's like, yeah, everybody assumes you make one movie, you're done. You've made it for life. No, you still got to work.
Yeah. Well, we know that from all the strike stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
he,
that
and,
too,
he,
yeah.
and he said, given the strike, this is the work that he's doing right now is the comedy circuit.
Yeah.
So he has that income coming in.
Yeah, that is really interesting because the strike stuff is kind of confusing when you see people who are actors and actresses like doing stuff and you're like Jamie Lee Curtis was in Comic-Con because one of our digital people went out there with her family to go check it out, but she was only talking about her book. I guess she had like a book out.
There's only
yeah.
certain there's
certain
rules,
things.
only certain things you can promote. That's also why we're seeing so many more directors come and promote movies.
Yeah.
Like we had the director of Blue Beetle, and recently on NPR's Fresh Air, they couldn't have any of the stars of Oppenheimer, so they had Christopher Nolan on, the director, doing all of the promotion.
It's kind of nice though to hear from the directors because they share a different
It's a
perspective.
different perspective.
I like it.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of cool. I enjoy doing or listening to that. That's
Me
nice.
too.
Yeah. Well, dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. They recently invaded Austin as Jurassic Park World took over Moody Center, and I got a behind-the-scenes look with Sierra at the production. We got an up-close personal time with that Velociraptor there. It was pretty awesome, actually, to see them. Apparently, those costumes weigh like 140 pounds. What? Yeah, so in one of the other live shots, Tierra had to put on sort of like a weighted vest to sort of feel like what it was like, and that was only half of the weight that these people have
Well,
to put
then
on
she
for these
had
things.
those, I don't know if to call them crutches or stilts. I
Yes.
guess they would be
The
stilts.
it was
and
to emulate the
yeah, and
walking.
she had them on her, right up against her chest.
Yeah.
Like where your armpits are, right there. That's how she was walking.
This person was. We took a photo with a Velociraptor, and the person was very, very good.
That's funny to
Like
say. We took a photo with a Velociraptor.
They were very good in it.
You're like Discovery Donnie there.
I
you
just
know,
love-
wearing
yeah.
your adventure.
Yeah, I
vest.
borrowed for one of the live shots to help Tierra in her little jacket,
Yes.
or into the weighted jacket. I borrowed one of the Jurassic World vests so that I looked like I was part of the crew. But
Yes.
Ranger.
Yes.
Donnie, the Ranger.
But they do a little thing, I guess, before every show where you can actually see all of the bigger dinosaurs. So, the Velociraptor, obviously, I think it's part of the show. It moves around and stuff. But they have like a Stegosaurus. I think there was like a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I heard the show was amazing.
Yeah, it
My
looked
brother
awesome.
took his kids. It was like, it was great.
Yeah, I wanted
you're
to go
watching the movie.
I wanted to go see it because I love the Jurassic Park movies. I think they're so
Yeah.
good.
And
but-
yeah,
They're good.
They are good. And if you ever go to Universal Studios, you have to go to the Jurassic
100%
World.
will, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the park area.
Yeah. Well, the
that in mind.
show's it's currently on tour around the country, and it's also making stops in Canada. So for all you people
Who
out there,
are
I think
in
it's-
Canada?
Yeah, if you're watching.
Our neighbors
we
to the
might have
north.
some Canadian fans. I don't
No,
know.
yeah.
absolutely.
yeah.
Actually, we do. One of my one of my husband's friends. I don't know if he watches the roundup, but he does. He does watch us.
should.
He does watch us on Fox7Austin.com.
I got super excited. I was like,
He does-
oh,
we
he does
have a
He does
fan.
watch us on Fox7Austin.com
Okay, all right,
from
okay.
Canada,
Okay,
from
counts.
Toronto.
Okay, okay.
So
that
yeah.
counts. That
That
counts.
counts.
All right.
All right, now let's head into our video vault and check out footage from 1968. This shows the Zachary Scott Theater Center. Originally opened in 1932 as the Austin Civic Theater. It was renamed in honor of Austin native and film star Zachary Scott. In fact, this may be video of when the renaming happened. It's reportedly the oldest continuously active theater company in Texas and one of the 10 oldest in the country. The Zach Theater, as it is now known, has a 210-seat theater built in 1972, a 130-seat one built in 1990, and the top
I think
theater
it's just Topher, right?
seats-
Is that how you say it?
Topher? Oh.
Right?
I thought that was a spelling error.
That's on Topper, too.
I think it's Topher.
Okay,
I could be
Topher
wrong though.
Theater.
But I think it is Topher Theater. Yeah.
I thought it was just a
I
spelling
know.
error.
I do a lot of typos, so you're not
It's okay.
wrong. in
It seats
thinking that.
420, which was built in 2011. This
Yeah.
is so neat. I love this portion of the roundup where we get to see like kind of a,
We literally go back in time.
yeah, time back in
And I'm pretty
history.
like I said, I was looking up the research and it said that 1968 was when it switched over. So it looks like it could be. I don't know. There's no audio to it, so it's hard to know for sure.
Oh, I love
I
how
just love
some of
the
the ladies are wearing
hairstyles.
gloves.
Yeah.
But it's
What
kind of
they're
cool.
wearing.
And I
Look at the
love
cars. Look at the cars.
I love the Zach Theater. It's like one of the kind of chiller.
Yeah.
Casey and me and Tierra always talk about like during South by. They'll have some premieres out there. And it's just so much more chill
Yeah.
than the Paramount. 'Cause the Paramount, they usually have like the big
Yeah.
ones, and there's just like
A
all
lot
the
going on.
people, and it's in the sun. And the Zach's just usually a lot more. The vibes are more relaxed.
Chill
So,
vibe.
yeah.
It's a good vibe.
But Yeah, it was a good one. I like that one.
How was the teleprompter?
It's not too bad. I was okay, right?
You were
Everybody said it?
great.
Yeah,
You
all
were
right.
good.
Nailed
It was a little slow,
No,
but
no, you were fine.
Everyone wasn't reading weird, but all right. Well, remember, get all the details about the stories we talked about on our website and by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching the Good Day Austin Roundup. I don't know what
Good Day Austin starts each weekday morning at 4:30, and now you can watch on your connected TV with the Fox Local app. It's free to download, and you can look for it on Roku, Android TV, Apple TV, and Fire TV.
Download it now.
Ow.
Do it.
Do it.
It's free.
Thanks
No
for watching.
logins, no subscriptions. It's free.
Zach knows the script.